Paddy, come on, are you doing this or not?
No way.
Come on, you have to do it.
I don't want to do it.
Come on, we've drove the whole way out to Halland's Bay for fuck's sake.
Seriously? Is he still here?
He's still here, he's waiting on you.
It's freezing out there.
Come on.
It's going to be really cold.
What is happening, everybody? So today, as you know with these videos, I'm going into places. We were in a pizza place, we went into a gym. The gym one was tough enough. Pizza place was a wee honestly, it was happy days. But
Wee pies.
yeah, wee pies. But today, it's one of them ones when I was asked, would you fancy doing this for a day? I was like, aye. And now it's happening. I'm really not looking forward to it. I was in boxing this morning. I didn't get a shower. I was just like, I'm not preparing for this at all. I didn't want to get a warm shower because today I'm going sea swimming with Ciaran May. And I know it's going to be freezing and I'm not looking forward to it. I'm really not. I'm not a big lover. I love the sea, I love looking at it. I'm not a big one for being in the sea. I like being on a boat or I like looking at the sea. I don't like actually swimming in it. So this is going to be a tough one. I genuinely don't like it. So I dip my foot into the water and go, oh, that's freezing, and turn and walk away. That's the type of person I am, so let's see what happens. Let's give it a go.
Well, Paddy,
What's happening?
you looking forward to this?
I'm one bit.
You're prepared, you've got your towel, your shorts.
I was at boxing and I just didn't get a shower.
Can you swim?
No, not. I can float. I'm a big enough float. I'm a big whale. I can just float on top of water. I know how to float, so I don't think I'll drown, but I'm not looking forward to it. I don't like the cold.
I can't swim either, so we'll be fine.
That's all right. that really puts me at ease. Do you know what week it is?
What?
It was on the radio coming down. It's officially drowning week.
Is it?
This week.
It's not.
I swore. I'm not even joking. So whether you planned that or not, but I was on the radio and I come on the radio and it says official drowning week this week, and because of that, like the waterways and whatever over here, and they were saying don't be getting into our quarries or our reservoirs and stuff like that because of the slippy sides and stuff like that. So because it's Drowning Awareness Week, we're just letting us all know not to go swimming, and I'm like, well, that's a fucking
Did it
saying
mention the
here.
sea?
It didn't say anything.
Well, I think that's we're good to go.
It just says that the shock, the cold water shock, is what kills 90% of people that drown, and I'm like, oh, thanks very much for that. Yes, great week to do it.
We'll prepare you before any shock. So before we get in, we'll talk a wee bit about the breath, how to control the breath, which
Yes.
you'll do anyway before you go on stage in the big gigs.
Yep.
So do you ever see sometimes, well, maybe it doesn't happen now because you're well used to it, but at the start of your career, when you were a bit apprehensive, going out in front of hundreds and thousands of people, you would have been breathing up in your chest.
Yeah.
And you felt as if the breath was going to come out.
Yeah.
So that will happen in the sea, but there's a couple of tricks you can do where we breathe into the stomach,
Okay.
relax the body, and then ultimately the whole aim of this is about becoming comfortable in the uncomfortable. So if you can do this in the sea, you can do it on the big stage. You can do it at home when the kids are going mental. You can do it in traffic, and you can do it with all these crazy golf events and all you're doing, and people show up that aren't meant to be there.
Genuinely, are. No, well, look, I've seen it on, do you know what, SAS programme?
Yep.
Where they bring like celebrities and they do that. I've seen that. I've seen them like, don't panic and breathe and stuff like that.
Yep.
But it's hard, like, if you fall in the water and it's freezing, it's hard not to panic.
It is, and we'll go through all that, and ultimately we'll not stay any longer than 45 minutes in the water, submerged.
You joking? Is that how long we're going to be in for? I literally thought you were in for 10 minutes. You're in water for 45 minutes?
We're going to be in water for 45 minutes, just completely submerged underwater. And I'm going to show you how to hold your breath underwater for
Have an
45
hour
minutes.
snorkel.
Oh,
I
brilliant.
genuinely have a fear of the sea because it was like 7 or 8, we were in Bulgaria. And do you know where it just tapers off sometimes?
Yeah.
So I was standing and I just went that wee bit too far out. And the way the waves are, it's not like a swimming pool. You know the crack, the waves can pull you out as well as in. And it pulled me out and I couldn't reach the bottom and I panicked. My cousin was just standing looking at me and I could just see it and I'm like, are you not doing anything? And she was obviously a kid too, do you know what I mean? And then some fella just lifted me out of the water and, you know, put me on the thing. But for that couple of fucking seconds that you thought,
Yeah.
this is the end here, like.
Well, you don't, to be fair, you'd never mess with Mother Nature.
No.
You don't get in rivers or the sea or anything unless you've got
That's your
somebody,
bikini, is it?
an expert with you. Yes, that's for
Is
me. to
that
get
for
in.
me? Is that what
So unfortunately, I've got a sore foot at the minute, so I actually can't get into the sea with you. So I'll kind of tell you what to do.
Are you joking?
I'd wave.
You're joking, aren't you?
I can't get wet.
Do you ever go in the fucking water, or is it just like bringing me down? Are you not getting in, though?
No, I'm only joking. So I've been doing.
Okay.
I've genuinely been doing this for years, probably even before COVID.
When it became popular?
Yeah, it became popular over
Everybody was
COVID. I
doing
was
it.
one of the idiots doing it beforehand. So I used to do powerlifting, which caused a lot of stress on the body. And one time I was squatting, bust a blood vessel in my eye, and my face all swole out. And somebody said, go down and get the salt water around you, it'll help with the infections, you know, like an old wives' tale.
Yeah.
So I went down for that and get into the water. It was freezing, but for the first time as an adult, I didn't have the overthinking and the quick mind. So it was like experiencing silence for the first time as an adult, just because it was so peaceful. And all I could think about was my breath, nothing else. I wasn't thinking about the school run, business, work. It was literally just the breath, and it was transformational. And I've kind of been doing it ever since, and bringing business owners and people to do it ever since, just to get that peace of mind that's hard to find sometimes. So it's had a massive impact on me. And
can you go down this way?
Yeah, we'll go down here, and hopefully it will be tough because you've never done it before. It will be tough, but with the natural endorphins and stuff that happen after, hopefully after you're feeling good and ready for the rest of the day.
Hopefully.
And even your boxing, it'll help with recovery.
Do you know what? I had to go yesterday because my legs have been that sore, and do a steam room and a sauna, and I love them for sort of helping out, you know.
Yep.
But everybody tells me how good the sea is, and what you're saying in terms of that, like, loads of people would say, oh yeah, go in, because I always have bad feet. Just dip your feet in the water, the sea water, and minerals, everything, is it?
It is brilliant.
Yeah.
It is brilliant. Be actually interested to see how you feel.
It's beautiful this morning. It's really nice. Some other fella from West Belfast must have been getting in, look. Just so people
you need
know
to get that for a B-roll.
That wasn't me shouting myself.
Fuck's sake, Sean, a big close-up of it there.
It is a nice day, like, in all fairness.
Class, isn't it?
We could have came here raining and your usual, you know.
Well, I think sometimes the worst bit is the wind.
Yeah.
So seeing you get in, see when you dunk down under the water, so we'll kind of dunk down together. When you dunk down and get back up and the cold seawater's still on your skin and the wind's beating off you, that's where it becomes hard. So we don't really have that today, which is good.
I've seen a lot of people during the lockdown, and they were in with monkey hats on, and I'm going, that sort of defeats the purpose. That's like seeing somebody in West Belfast with shorts on and flip-flops and the fucking big fucking Burgos coat. You're going, what are you doing? Like,
The thing with West Belfast, if somebody's wearing a monkey hat, they usually pull it down. There's a couple of those cut out.
100%. Yeah, you're right.
So what we'll do, Paddy, before we go in, we'll go over a few things. We'll go over the breath, the body, and the mind, and try and align all three before we go in. So you done a boxing class this morning.
Yep.
If you watch boxers going into like a defence mechanism, usually they go like this.
Yep.
They're protecting themselves. What people tend to do when they walk into the cold water unconsciously is they go into that defence mode. So they go almost go in like a boxer, but what that's telling the brain, I'm under attack or I'm in danger. So it starts flooding the body with adrenaline, and then you breathe really fast and all that. We kind of want to flip the domino in the other way.
You want to walk in.
You want to walk in almost confident,
right,
with the chest out. And what you're saying to the body is, I'm not under attack, I'm not under threat, I'm fine. I'm able to do a hard thing here. It's a bit like you going out on the stage. You don't want to go out like this. You want to go out kind of confident, and from the offset, it just tells your body, right, it's showtime. So we'll do the same concept going into
the water,
the Irish Sea.
Okay. It is the Irish Sea, isn't it?
It is the Irish Sea. So I'll not want to tell you, I brought a guy in before and he near had a panic attack, and all joking aside, right? So it was actually a journalist from Condé Nast, the big fancy travel publication, right?
Okay.
And he was staying in Regency House in Belfast, and they phoned me and said, this guy wants to go into the Irish Sea. He's done all the fancy things in Belfast. He met Van Morrison, he went to the Merchant, he went to Regency House and brought him down here. He's in his 70s, a guy called Timothy. His job is to travel the world and to write about it. And we got in, and it was a cold morning, like very, very cold. I think it was about November, December time. And he started panicking when he got in. And my job, my life just flashed before my eyes, because my mate owned the hotel and he was the one that phoned me.
And you're thinking, if he dies here?
Yeah, it's over. Do you know what I mean? It's over. And he was really, really panicking. So I literally just put my hands on his shoulders and was like, just match my breathing. And all we did was just big, long, slow, deep breaths, and he ended up becoming very comfortable in it. He almost got emotional at how much he got out of it. The guy had just been travelling the world non-stop, and for the first time he had slowed down and loved it. And he actually, I'll send you it later, but he published it, and then in Condé Nast he said about, I met Van Morrison, but the highlight of my trip to Belfast was going into the Irish Sea with this guy called Ciaran May from Natural Resilience. And now we've got Paddy McDonnell doing it.
In all fairness, Van Morrison wouldn't be the nicest person to meet, I don't think. Going on reports of him anyway.
Are you genuinely nervous about this?
I mean, look, I watched them two getting in, and they look like they do it all the time because they've got all the gear with them. They have the gloves and all on, right? And their faces when they get in, and you can just tell that it's not nice. So I'm like, I don't want to go in. It's lovely, it's nice and sunny out here. Not do sand castles or something.
Do you want to change the theme of the video? What we'll do is build sand castles instead.
Yes, that would be bad.
This shocks me because you literally walk out in front of thousands of people every week.
I know.
Is that hard?
No.
Why not? Is it because you've done it so many times?
I think so. I think it's just because I'm used to it. I just know, I've dipped my foot into the sea before, and I just know that when it's cold and all, I don't like the feeling of it.
Well, let me ask you, when you first started going out onto the big stages, were you nervous then?
I think I was nervous the first couple of gigs, and then that was it. Once I knew and once I done it, it was alright, you know. Suppose when you go in boxing, you got last minute nerves with that. Even no matter how many times I've done it, you get a wee bit of nerves with boxing, like I do.
Yeah. So you were in the ring with somebody getting punched in the face and
But
punching
I
them
like
this
that.
morning.
I like boxing.
Right. This is definitely going to be easier than getting punched in the head. And it only lasts like
45 minutes.
It only lasts 45 minutes.
Freak me out.
So
is there a set time?
No. So you never overstay your welcome.
Right.
Like you never overstay your welcome. People say 1 minute per degree. Now that's a bit of it's a rule of thumb, but like really we'll probably be in the water for 3 to 5 minutes max.
Right.
What we're looking for today, see if we can get you submerged, like your chest submerged in water.
Right.
And get you to the point where you're breathing and having a conversation normally and relaxed instead of going, oh Jesus. If we can get you relaxed in the water, that's the job done, and then we'll just get out.
It's really hard to walk into it, like it is.
That's
hard.
the hardest part.
Yeah.
That is the hardest part.
So we're not in for 45 minutes?
We're not in for 45 minutes.
Right, okay.
4 or 5.
Right, 4 or 5, right, okay. Because that freaked me out, I was going. Because people always say, oh, they died of hypothermia and stuff like that there. How long could you be in the water for? How long?
On a day like that, like you'll see people training for triathlons and stuff, you can see the orange boys, they'll swim back and forward, maybe 30, 40 minutes.
Right, okay.
But now they're moving and they're also used to it. So it's a bit like you saying the first couple of gigs, I felt nervous, but then it was fine. Like all things, you develop a tolerance to it.
What's the longest you've been in the water?
Probably half an hour.
Right, okay.
Probably half an hour. But again, that's the thing, it's not about staying long. It's probably just like all things, making a bit of a practice. Yeah. Like a couple of minutes. So for me, it's been a social thing. It helps me with stress. But also I come down with a couple of mates and it's good crack as well.
Have you ever got bit?
No, I haven't. Now the odd time, the very, very odd time, you might feel a wee thing on your feet. Yep. Like a wee bit of seaweed or something and you panic. Yes. The brain automatically thinks jaws.
We're not knowing what's below you, that's the problem.
Yeah, but it's...
That's probably that would be the one death that I wouldn't want.
In the sea?
A shark. A fucking shark. That would freak me out. See horror movies and all, I don't like them. But see watching like a shark attacking, I fucking don't. No, that freaks me out. That freaks me out. A shark eating you like would freak me out.
You're more chance of coming across a big floating shite instead of a shark in the Irish Sea.
A big fucking Harry Godody lying in the middle of the fucking sea.
Well, we'll try it. Well, we'll go in. We'll go to the next stage. We'll go down onto the sand. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Just like a holiday here. This weather. I can't believe how lucky we touched.
Somebody was looking out for me.
We could just get a bag of cans, Paddy, and sit here.
Big bottle of cider. Cider on the glider.
Were you a cider man growing up?
When I was younger, I think it was £1 a bottle or 95p a bottle of Old English.
I remember when I was about 15, got caught drinking. I drunk a barrack buster of Old English, which was 3 quid.
You went full on.
And I remember my neighbour coming into my man going, what do these kids expect? Cider's cheaper than Coca-Cola.
I know.
3 litres for 3 quid.
So it was at the Glen Owen. What's happening? At the Glen Owen, to say the thing, what happened was I was doing my work experience in Burton's. You know when you're like 4th year or something at Christmas time, and I had a wee leather jacket and a wee white shirt and I had a Burton's badge. And my mate says, "Why don't you try and go and get a carry out?" And I went in, and the wee woman was called Lucy, and I was like, "Hiya Lucy, you still playing bingo with my granny and all?" And she was looking at me and she went, "Where are you working?" "Here, me Burton's." She was all right. And I remember she started serving me, so then I could go in every Friday.
What
after.
age were you?
14, 15, right? I remember Big Joe Neeson, he was about 19, and he was standing in front of me in the off license. He's like, "Have you any idea?" And he went, "Are you serious?" He was like 6 foot. He was, "Are you serious, missus?" And then here she was, "Move out of the road. If you don't have ID, you're not getting served." "Yes, Paddy, what do you want?" And he went, "You go fucking serve a wee fucker." Here she was, I know his granny. I was about 15, but you got a glass bottle of Old English, and we would put them in the river in the Falls Park, ice cold, and it was great. You loved it.
Best childhood ever.
And I think it's done now. You can't get it. It's probably not the best thing ever, like, for you, to be honest with you.
It's the same. I've always been hairy, like, so by 3rd year I had a wee barcode moustache. And I remember putting on my dad's shirt, which was too big for me, and down to the Ladybrook off licence, and everyone chipping in 2 and 3 quid each just to get bottles of cider.
It was called Fruit of the
Vine.
Fruit of the Vine.
Class days. And then when you got a day like this, and your man Dad were maybe away the caravan that left you at home and you could all just drink cider and Woodlands up.
Woodlands. I remember then. Oh Jesus Christ! Did you slip?
That would be impossible to do.
I don't know why you didn't walk around that. Why did you think it was better to go up?
I would see if you tried to do that, it would be fucking impossible.
You were walking backwards and he made, "I'm not going to embarrass him, I'm not going to let him fall." I went, "Look, walk around it," and then
I probably see if I wasn't looking, I probably would have got through.
You couldn't do that again if you tried.
What did you do? Did you slip?
I slipped on
The green bits?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you will slip on the green bits. They tell you not to stand that.
Paddy,
Yeah,
what's the tattoo on your leg?
that's a disabled badge.
Do you care to explain?
It's
Is
a
this
long
like a free
story.
parking at Helen's Bay? Or?
It's great for free parking, disabled toilets, and discounts, you know. You can either do the voice or do the limp, and you get away with murder.
There's a story. There's
a
a
long
story behind it, like, isn't there?
Yes. Willie that does the podcast, me, has cerebral palsy, and we done this one where we went to a tattoo shop. He got to pick my tattoo, I got to pick his, and the deal was no sectarianism, no football badges, none of that. And I thought I was going to him up like a kipper, so I got him a wee wheelchair because he's cerebral palsy and he doesn't eat potatoes. He would be sick if he talks about them. So I got him a wee potato inside the wheelchair, and I was delighted, thinking I got him
What
a
did
cracker.
he think about that? Was he raging?
Oh, no, he laughed his bollocks off because look what he done to me. You know, like, it's just a big badge. Internationally recognised. You know, and people stare at you and go, "What the fuck," like, you know.
Has it ever worked to your advantage on holiday?
Oh, 100%. And Ibiza had my own private fucking toilet and high nightclub where there was a DJ playing because there was a big queue to get in to see him. And I'm going, fucking hell, and the bouncer he obviously seen the leg. I thought I was getting through out in a panic because it was £200 in each to this fucking nightclub. And then he brought me in, I had my own wee private disabled toilet in the fucking place where the DJ was playing. It was fucking a great night. So it's worked to my advantage that way. And then there's been a few people who've seen it and they're like, "No, go you ahead first now." You know? So
Thanks, Willie.
it has.
Well, we get in. What are you thinking? Well, there's no waves, which is good.
There's no point fucking about. I just have to try it.
Yeah.
So
We'll just do it. So I think the 3 things we need to see way up there, you were going sharks and all. So the mind, when you go and do something hard, a lot of people go, "I can't do it, I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, I can't swim." And then what we want to do, instead of focusing on self-doubt, is you want to kind of flick the switch the other way and say, "Well, I can't do it, I'm with Ciaran, he's knowing what he's doing, we're only going out there our chest, at no point I'm in danger." The 3rd thing is then going to be a bit of confidence. So instead of going in panicking, you kind of want to go in chest out, like, "I'm doing it, it's done already." And the 3rd thing, and the most important thing, you'll probably hear me saying it, we'll go down together, right? Mm-hmm. So we'll submerge together, and you'll hear me saying, "Just breathe." So see if you take big breaths in through the nose and then exhale out through the mouth when you're in the water, like exaggerate it almost. So you see people like Wim Hof.
yeah.
So you want to exaggerate the breath. So what 1 or 2 things will happen when you submerge down. You'll either hold your breath and you go and just get really tense, or you'll breathe really fast. but we want to do the opposite. We want to stay in control, essentially.
Right.
So we want to do big, long, deep, controlled breaths together for about a minute. And what that does, it regulates the nervous system, the body relaxes. And after about a minute, 90 seconds, me and you'll be having a crack in the water, and that's when we go, right, job done, Paddy. You've done it. Everything you've needed to do is done, and we'll get out and see how you feel.
If you feel it a wee bit warm beside you, you know I've pissed myself.
That's all right. It's free.
Have you ever pissed in the water?
What were you telling me earlier about pissing before you go on the show?
Well, I know I'm going to piss when I'm in there. Like, I know what. I can't get in the shower or be anywhere without pissing. Like,
You didn't tell me this
like
before
we
get in.
Just to let you know. So,
Okay.
I'm sure there's other piss in there.
Right. So long as it's piss, I can deal with it.
No, well, if I'm going to do anything else, I'll let you know. But it's very watery at the minute because I'm losing weight, so you'll be all right. It'll
Right.
disperse.
Will we get in? You ready? Do you want me to hold your hand in it?
No.
We'll go on 3, and we'll just commit to it.
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2. Stay at 2. You've never done this unless you're on holiday. It's like a bath. So that's not the best thing to do. You see, instead of focusing on it, going on, just talk to me. And we'll have the correct. So you go on, you're going to have the water's definitely going to be a bit more than it's going to be dry. So see already the way you're tensing up with it. The thighs and up over the belly, the chest, and it's just a little balance. All it's doing is, so when you're in there, the blood will go into the organ to protect you. What we're doing now is just bringing the blood back to the body. And even though it's short, it's a wee bit of false readings. We actually want to get you to put your roots back on and start allowing the body to heat up again. But well, fair play. You're not a dipper. You're not a cold water swimmer.
Oh, I don't know.
What are you, Dipper?
It wasn't a nice feeling going in. No, I have to say, the head was going pop, 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 like panicking. I was panicking.
So even if you seen like you were like this and then couldn't breathe, but literally within a minute, your hands went like that, they relaxed, and then you were breathing, and within another 30 seconds you were talking.
I don't think I would have done that if it was on my own.
No, I wouldn't do it on my own.
Do you know what I mean? And the pressure of the camera and stuff, you don't want people going, fucking now you're fucking about to do that. You're on camera and you're looking and it's sunny. That's free.
It is freezing.
What temperature is that?
I would say probably 9 degrees, which is single digits. It's very, very cold actually. It's single digits.
Doesn't sound like
No, it's enough. I see if we stayed in there too long, we can take a swim. That's how cold it is. But it's actually a good metaphor because hard things happen in life, but when you go through a hard thing, you need somebody beside you. You need a mate, you need a friend, you need support. And I think we're all capable of doing hard things when you've got that support.
I came prepared.
What have you got? Tea?
Coffee, do you want me to drink?
Oh,
Here.
is it coffee?
It's coffee, yeah. Wee bit of sugar on it, keep
it's
it
lovely
going.
too, a bit of heat.
So I came prepared. I was from work when I worked in the building sites. That was the first thing you done every morning, you think. And I only
You are a
take one
brave
coffee.
man to have a big purple
I know.
thing on a building site of all places.
Listen, I used to wear pink and all, just to annoy people. The best one I ever done was we had a new wee apprentice, and I used to do something to wind him up. And I brought a pair of her thongs in. And I says, right, put him up into the loft. We were doing a loft extension, right? And I says, put him up in the loft, and we're doing the floor. So I'd be bent over in front of him. And I was going, right, you go behind me, and I'm going to give you sizes, and you go and get me the stuff. And he's like, right. And every time I bent over, my arse was hanging out with a thong. And he didn't say anything. And normally when we'd done that one, the apprentice would go, I'm not working with him, right? But he didn't say anything. And the other fellow was working with me, was going, I'm actually a wee bit worried because he's literally standing behind you, just really staring. Like, he's liking it. It sort of backfired. It sort of backfired. He was enjoying it too much.
Did you enjoy that?
Do you know what? I'm glad I've done it. It's
Sense of accomplishment.
I'm glad I've done it because it genuinely was one of them things that I wasn't looking forward to doing, and I was genuinely, but I like to try.
Yeah.
I would like to challenge myself and things.
How was it colder than what you expected?
Yes.
When you get it, yeah, much colder.
Yes, and it made my head go bum bum.
Yeah.
Like my head was going bum 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 bum. Like I felt the pressure here.
That's the thing. Like it's deceiving.
And that must be the blood.
It's a lovely day.
It's
Do you know what
beautiful.
I mean? It looks like a summer's day, but
Could
the
you imagine
water's
we were
still
doing
ice
that?
cold.
Because people do that when it's snowing and everything.
Yep.
And you're going, how? Like, we get out, like it's lovely, we're sitting here now, you sit here with your coffee and you're having a great time, but I don't know how people do it. But I get why people do it because I felt good coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was because it was coming out, but I felt...
Do you feel good now?
I
Like,
feel brilliant, I do. Do you know what, I actually got to the stage where I was like, I actually could hang about here a wee bit longer, as you said, because I started feeling really warm, like boiling water.
yeah.
So it's obviously, but that must have been blood pumping into my head.
So it's funny, you're going into freezing cold water, and what happens is your body goes into almost like a wee bit of mini shock, so all the blood leaves your hands and feet and it goes towards your organs to protect you. So this is why people get like white hands and feet when they're in cold water, because all the blood's around here protecting the organs.
Is that why like frostbite attacks fingers and
Yeah, the tips.
Because there's no blood there.
Yeah,
there's
so
no
all
heat.
the blood leaves, it just kind of prioritises your organs. So you can lose a hand, a foot, a finger. It's not nice, but it's much better than losing. Fuck's sake. Sorry.
He's still trying to cut my nail in the fucking hand, you know. It's called the phantom. It's called the phantom fucking itch sort of thing. It genuinely.
May I put my foot in?
Well, you couldn't put your finger on it, but
Fuck's sake. Oh no.
that actually happened in work. There was one time. There was a guy who drove the prisoners bus, the long case, right, from Ballymurphy, and he's no arm, right, and he had no arm, and we were in his house. We were in his mother's house doing like a grant work, so like putting in a downstairs toilet and stuff like that. And he says, here, there's a job going in like a community centre or something like that, and it's a government funded thing. If you were doing this, surely you should be able to do that. And would it be something that you'd want? And the fella I was working with went, I'd take your arm off for it. And I just went, and he looked at me and I looked at him, and my mate was saying, fucking hell, and we won't get our arm in. And I went, fuck up, just fuck up now. Right? And he just kept saying it. And then your mum was like trying to change the thing, and he was like, here, are you going away anywhere? And we had places in Turkey, and he went, aye, we have places in Turkey, so I'm going over there. I don't know if he's going over. And I was like, aye, I'm going over too. And he was like, oh, it's mad over there, like the way they get on and the way they treat women and all. And he was like, aye, like. And my mate went, aye, like, they'll still cut your arm off if you're caught stealing. And here, your mom actually turned around and went, do you want to just head on now before you say anything else? Like, it's like a subconscious thing, isn't it?
Brilliant.
They'll just say it.
Brilliant.
But no, I felt good, and I actually felt like it would do me good going into it, as you said, like the sea water and stuff. You always hear them tales.
Well, see, like, what impressed me there at the start, and everyone does the same. You were like this, and struggling to breathe. And like people sometimes when they have anxiety or like that, you know what I mean? And the breath's up here, and then within a minute, like we just did that big exaggerated breath in through the nose, and then your exhale, we were just trying to increase that every time. And within a minute, your breathing was down normal in freezing cold water. And about 30 seconds after that, you were chatting away, you know? So that's what we were looking for. We were looking to get you from fight or flight into relax. So it's about becoming comfortable in the uncomfortable.
Yeah. I think
to the point where you were laughing and moving around, thinking
Yeah.
I can stay in longer here.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I've done it. I really am glad I've done it, because if the kids ever ask me to go in or anything now,
Yeah.
I think I'll be a wee bit more prepared. I don't think I'll like it, but
Yeah.
you know, do you actually like getting in?
I would. I enjoy this feeling after. So I just find, way to say, find something for when you're stressed or whatever. This is my thing.
Yeah.
So even no matter what's going on in my life, I know when I get in the sea for a while, if I come down with a friend and have the crack, have a cup of coffee, get in for a wee couple of minutes and back out again, I just know I feel better.
Yeah.
So it's just, and it's been like a friend to me that for the past 5 or
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah,
Because I
it's
know
just that
no matter
thing.
what, I'll go for a dip. There's a wee group of us do the same. It's probably the social thing too.
Yeah.
Of going down and catching up with mates maybe after a busy week and having
Yeah.
chats like this and having a laugh, and which I think's important as well.
It is. I do the half pace hurling, and I don't know if you know much about that, but it's all fellas over the age of 40. And it was great. We got away to Florida this year.
Serious?
We were playing hurling in Florida, and they were talking about us going to.
What did the wife say about that? I'm away to play hurling in Florida.
Well, it was sort of. I was like, I'm going to Florida, but I can also work when I'm there, so I'm going to stay on when they. So I think she was happy that I was doing something, because I work quite a bit, and
Yeah.
she would go, and I don't have that. There's some people go to a bar, or they go and play football, or they go and do different things at the weekend, and I just work. So I
Yeah.
think she was glad that I was going to do something, and it seemed like I enjoyed it and stuff, and she was like, go and do it. So yeah, she was actually happy for me to go.
Well, this is
And
why
it was
I was
great.
glad to do this with you today, because people see you on stage and they just assume that all happens by itself. They assume you maybe show up, go out on the stage, do your gig, go home. They don't realise all the moving parts behind the scenes,
Oh,
selling
it's-
tickets, organising dates, the travel.
Yeah.
And you are flat to the mat
It's
all the
non-stop,
time.
yeah.
Global travel, Australia, America, all over Ireland, the UK. And so I'm hoping this maybe helps a wee bit with your
Yeah.
stress and pressure too.
I mean, I use boxing for that. It
Brilliant.
was nothing. And I think, as I said, like, don't get me wrong, you get into the ring, you're not calm. Like,
Yeah.
the first 30 seconds you're in that ring and you're getting punched in the head, you're going, what are you doing?
You did a white collar thing before, didn't you?
Yeah. I've
What
had
was
a
that
couple
like?
of fights. I mean, the hardest fight was the last one I done, which was Big Bear competitions, all Malin. And
He's a unit, to be fair. He's an ex-rugby player or something, isn't he?
big
Yeah, he's
fella,
built- he's built like a tank.
and what happened was, he was meant to get down to 95 kilos. I got down to 95 kilos, and he was 112. So straight away he had, like, a big bit on me.
Yeah.
He had long reach, massive big arms. But he, on the day, he was like, I want to use 8-ounce gloves and I want no head guards. And I'm like, well, he's
He's
wanted.
like Floyd Mayweather
He
here, calling
wanted,
all the
we
shots.
wanted to knock me out, and I went, no problem, whatever you want, I'll do that. So we went in with no headgear, and we went in, no to touch gloves,
Uh-huh.
and I put my arm out to touch gloves after the bell went, because he came out like
Uh-huh.
that. I'm like, fucking boom. And I went, that's the hardest he's going to hit me.
Yeah.
I
Fair
went,
play.
and that didn't flinch me. And when I got out, people that seen the fight went, you must have a jaw of steel. And I was just like, just after the first punch, I went, that's the hardest because he's going to be able to puff here.
Yeah.
So that's the hardest he's going to hit me. He's not going to have any more. That was the biggest haymaker, and I didn't block it. And I calmed down straight away. And then the second round, I boxed a wee bit, and then by the third round, I was a wee bit out of puff, and he was out of puff, so we were sort of fucking back and forth, but we're still hitting each other. But that was the toughest fight. And I went, there's nothing really any tougher than that. Like, you're never going to get anything tougher than that. So I think, but the initial 30 seconds of getting in the ring, you're like, and all the music plays, and you walk in, and then when they go ding ding, you go, it's like that.
And see, to me, that's easy, getting into the sea. I wouldn't like to do that. Going in and standing in the ring with somebody, and all they want to do is knock your head off.
I think you'd enjoy it. I think you would. Because it makes you, after you do it, and you go, well, it's not that long, because there's a lot of like white collar stuff. It's like a minute and a half rounds, and when you think of like Carl and all them boxers are
That's
doing
mad.
12 and 15 rounds at 3
Yeah,
minutes,
three,
it's insane.
Yeah.
Insane to keep that level of concentration even.
At such a high level.
Oh,
Like-
it's unbelievable. Unbelievable that they're able to do it, and somebody hitting you. I mean, you even just try and do 15, 3 minutes on a punch bag.
Yeah.
You're like, but think of the punch bag hitting you back. It's hard to do. It is insane. It is insane, because I've never done anything on that level. Like, it's always been like 3 rounds, but the feeling you get after doing it's just class. It's like, I don't know, you feel like you're alive, do you know what I mean? So I don't know, I would say probably that
Yeah.
for a lot of people that have the
Boxing's
same
your
feeling.
thing.
Boxing's my stress relief. If I
Class.
can't get boxing, it's a hard training session and it tests you, do you know what I mean? It's really,
Probably can't
really
think as well. You're just focused on
You're just focused
the
on
bag or
doing
the
that, so
person.
it takes it away. It probably takes you away from what you're doing in life.
Yeah.
For them, you have to concentrate and you have to do it. And as I say, when you get hit, you sort of go, oof, it wakes you up. Do you know what I mean? And that woke me up this morning. I feeling in the back of my head, the pressure getting in there. I was like,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Are you
And
done it, mate?
That's obviously your body just going bum 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 into you.
Get out of here.
Get out
What
of
are you
here.
doing? Go and build sandcastles with a bottle of cider.
Aye, if you can. Ciaran, thank you very much because you took time to bring me down and put me through that. And it's a fear that I've conquered. And I don't think I'm going to rush to do it again. You do it all the time. Do you take people all the time doing this?
Yeah.
And you have a group like?
Yeah.
Fair play to you.
No, fair play to you, mate.
Thank you very
Thanks for
much.
trusting me.
No, thank you very much. Oh, Jesus.
Still a bit shivery.
Yeah. Take two.